Hi, I'm Thuy, and this is the life of Thuy. What would you do if you were willing to try anything? What could you accomplish if you were not afraid to fail? What if you could step out of your comfort zone for one moment? What would you be capable of? Would you learn how to sail, or take classes on how to do pottery or paint, or how to box? Would you start your own company, or maybe jump out of a plane and feel the exhilaration as your cheeks flap around at 125 miles an hour? Maybe your new thing could be telling your kids that you're proud of them, or trying to make your grandma's apple pie from scratch. You see, I realized a while ago that life was happening all around me, and meanwhile, I was just a bystander. A wise anecdote comes to mind. Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. Long story short, I decided to make a change. I said to myself, Thuy, if everything you have done up to this point has led you here, why not try something different? Why not say yes to something that maybe you've turned down before? What if you got to lose? It was at that moment that I committed to doing one new thing a week every week for at least a year. At first, I didn't tell anyone. What if I wasn't able to fulfill my commitment? What if people thought it was a dumb idea? It was a little scary, this pressure that I put on myself, but I knew I had to do it. People started seeing changes in me. My family, who had no clue, thought that I was dying or wanted by the law. Yes, it sounds humorous, but isn't it also sad that when someone close to you develops a zest or fervor for life, then their loved one's first instinct is to think that that person is terminally ill or is wanted by the police? Living life consciously should be the norm. Well, 1 year came and went. It was so much fun and so eye-opening that I wanted to keep on going, and now it's been over 7 years and counting. People ask me, but how do you do it, Thuy? Don't you run out of things to do? At times, I must admit, it is really difficult. Other weeks, new ideas would just fall into my lap. The key is you've got to keep your eyes, ears, mind, and heart open. Also, doing new things doesn't always have to mean spending a lot of money. You start to get creative and you discover things, such as the free seminar the library is holding on how to create your family tree. It also doesn't cost anything if your new thing is to tell your family that you love them and your favorite memory that you have with them. I did that 1 week with my family, by the way. It completely freaked them out. It was spectacular. But Thuy, what about the other things that you do? Isn't it scary sometimes? Absolutely. I'm not a stunt woman or a daredevil. One of my most frightening things was to sign up for scuba diving certification. The open water, so huge and vast, and I'm a horrible swimmer. I'm actually a sinker. What if something goes wrong? What if my equipment fails? What if I run out of air? What if I get eaten by sharks? Well, what if it's one of the most incredible experiences you've ever had? What if it's one of the most beautiful sights you've ever seen? Doing new things gives you a different perspective. It helps you to open your mindset. It helps you to overcome your struggles. It helps you to gain confidence. Doing new things can be fun. You might even learn a thing or two. You may also unearth a passion or a talent that you never knew you had. There's a group of women that I see every so often on Fridays, my mahjong ladies. We meet, we share our stories and our snacks, and we play mahjong. Well, one afternoon, I was telling the group about how I had recently taken a friend hang gliding for her birthday. And it was a present for myself, too, to be honest. One of the ladies looked at me with trepidation. She said, Thuy, please stop. You have a daughter to think about. Do you have a death wish or something? I was a little surprised. Of course not, no. It's actually the opposite. I have a life wish. A few weeks later, we were playing mahjong again, and another woman in the group, one of my very good friends, Henny, shared with us a story. Now, Henny works at the thrift shop downtown that helps women and girls with their life's transitions. She goes on to tell us that the other day, a beautiful cello was donated to the center, and she had set it aside so that she could take a closer look when she was done with volunteering. Well, Henny leaned in closer to the table, and with wide, excited eyes, she said, "Guess what, Thuy? Because of you, I went ahead and bought that darn cello. I've always wanted to learn how to play. I don't know how I'll do it. Probably watch some videos on the internet or something. But that's right. This 76-year-old dog is going to learn some new tricks." That makes me so joyful and a little bit sorry for her husband. I want to help people to live their dreams right now. I want everyone to start living consciously, living out loud. Don't be a spectator in your own life. Be a participant, an active one. Life is about pursuing your dreams and living to your potential. Life is about finding out what we're made of, overcoming, rising to our challenges. Life is about creating memories and legacies. Do you have a life wish? Let's go out there and try something new. By the way, my new thing for the week this week is to give a TEDx talk. And I've written a song to share with all of you. I hope that it'll help you to remember to get out of your comfort zone and to try and do a new thing once in a while. Thanks, Josh. The name of this song is called Jumping Off Treadmills. I'm not anti-exercise or anti-cardio. It's just a metaphor. Jumping off treadmills. Have you ever really wondered how you're moving so fast just to realize you're going nowhere? And you're lying there in bed, dreaming of running away and sleeping through your life, so unaware. I know it's hard not to let life pass you by. I know it's hard, but you have got to decide. Let's jump off of treadmills and out of airplanes, hike to Clarksville and take the last train. Do whatever you feel inside. Let's go hang gliding and drink some boba, horseback riding and try some yoga. Are you ready for the time of your life? The time of your life. I know it's hard not to let life pass you by. I know it's hard, but we have got to try. Let's jump off of treadmills and out of airplanes, hike to Clarksville and take the last train. Do whatever you feel inside. Let's dance profusely, kiss on the boardwalk, eat tons of sushi, and give a TED talk. Are you ready for the time of your life? The time of your life. The time of your life. It's time for the time of your life. See you next time.